The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacy Sturm.
Kevin Keyes.
5 classic board games with disturbing origins. This is off of crack.com. Now, if there's one thing that we've learned, it's that absolutely no cherished childhood memory from nursery rhymes to candy bars does not have some kind of a really dark and scary origin. But surely our favorite board games fully formed from the land of bunnies and rainbows, right?
Right. Impossible that
Right.
they came from dark origins.
After all, they're just a bunch of colorful squares, right?
That's what they say about us, Stacy.
Colorful squares. That's a good one. So here are 5 classic board games with disturbing origins. The Game of Life and Suicide. Released way back in 1860, The Game of Life is one of the best-selling board games of all time and the single oldest game in the Milton Bradley Library.
I would have never guessed that.
Me either. The original version of Life was somewhat more pessimistic than the one we play today. Some of the board's original squares included disgrace, poverty, ruin, crime, prison, and suicide.
Really?
Making a square for suicide is one thing, but landing a job at the FAT office is just plain cruel. So who was the psychopath behind this game? Milton Bradley. He was going through a bit of a rough time when he made it. I'm not making this up. He was a professional lithographer at the time. You know, pencil drawings and stuff.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And was driven to financial ruin because Abraham Lincoln grew a beard. I'm not making this up. Milton Bradley was making a lot of money back in 1860 selling lithographs of him, Abraham Lincoln, without a beard. Yeah. And a little 11-year-old girl named Grace Bedell sent Honest Abe a letter asking him to grow a beard, which he did. This unpresented presidential fashion and statement basically destroyed Bradley's business after all the unsold portraits were judged so yesterday. So at the end of his rope, and out of drugs and alcohol, he sat down and sketched the checkered game of life we imagine with like a loaded gun next to his table. Seriously, he decided that that might be an option for him. But then the good news is he didn't have to kill himself because the game of life became huge.
Well, and then the name Milton Bradley, I mean...
Synonymous with fun. Isn't that ironic?
What would you rather have? Would you rather have your name be associated with sketches of a beardless Abraham Lincoln?
Right?
Or
fun for the whole
some
family.
of the most beloved board games
of all time.
Yeah.
Definitely. See, everything happens for a reason. You just got to believe that. 4, Clue. Came out of a killing time between Nazi bombs. The game was released in England in 1949 under the almost intentionally dumb name of Cluedo. And while most board games enjoy the reputation as something you save for a rainy day, the rainy days that brought you Clue were rains of Nazi bombs on British households. Clue is the only board game on this list made possible because of Adolf Hitler. The original Parker Brothers, Cluedo, was devised in 1943 by a wartime fire warden named Anthony E. Pratt, who came up with the game while walking his beat between Nazi firebombings.
Wow.
Yeah. Withholding any pretense, the game's working title was Murder. Basically, it was like Saw 2 in a box.
Yeah.
He quickly sold his idea to a game company and all was good, but he was on patrol between Nazi bombs.
Not a Milton Bradley game, too?
I guess not. It's Parker Brothers.
Oh, sure it is.
Yeah. But now they've changed Clue.
Well,
I'm upset.
My kids have Clue, but
It's different. They don't have Colonel Mustard. They have now like John Mustard, and he's a sports hero. No joke.
We have a Clue like that's set at a carnival, and who stole the prizes?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have the original Clue, but it's like it has the 6 or 7 characters, whatever it is, but they've been given sort of different identities. So Colonel Mustard is no longer like a wartime hero. His name is John Mustard, and he's a hot athlete. He's an ex-NFL player or something. It's upsetting. It's disturbing.
That stinks.
It does. Monopoly. Released back in 1935, Monopoly is the most popular board game in the world behind chess.
Wow. Do you like Monopoly?
I like brief games of Monopoly.
I think it's
forever.
a male female thing. I don't think females like Monopoly.
No, and this would explain why.
All right.
The official story is that during the height of the Great Depression, an unemployed salesperson named Charles Darrow proposed Monopoly to Parker Brothers in 1943. It was first rejected, but eventually they closed the deal. This is the official legend as told by Mr. Monopoly. No joke. The guy, the robber baron on the box. It's a face you can trust, right? Since anyone should be suspicious of any company that leaves their official truth-telling to their mascots, several people have smelled a rat enough to investigate the story.